Hello Alycats and new viewers. So today I'm bringing you a spoiler-free review of The Revenant, Alejandro G. Inarritu's latest film, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, Domhnall Gleeson, and Will Poulter. Let me just say, this movie must be experienced, okay? I'm already telling you, go see this in the theater. It is meant to be viewed in the theater. It is mind-blowingly amazing. It's so uncomfortable, okay? Don't go if you're queasy. Like, if you get queasy at gory scenes, or, you know, you are faint of heart, don't go watch this movie, okay? I'm just telling you right now. Seriously, 4 people during the first hour of the film walked out of the theater and didn't come back. And then the guy behind me kept gagging during every scene, so I'm just throwing that out there. It might be helpful for some people. But let's go back into the actual film now and talk about all those good details. The story is about a man named Hugh Glass. He is a fur trapper in an expeditionary group, and this group has basically taken Hugh and his son Hawk in because tragedy befell their family several years before, and they're part of this group of men. And I won't say what really happens because I do want to keep this as spoiler-free as possible, but Hugh is attacked by a bear, and that's not a spoiler because they show it in every trailer for the film. And let me just say real quick, this bear scene was phenomenal. It is tough to watch, but it's actually not that gory. It's just very, very difficult to watch. But it was executed so well, and it's so amazingly acted by Leonardo in the CGI bear that it's phenomenal. I adored the bear scene. I'm a dark person. Moving back to the actual review now, after the bear scene, Hugh is left basically to die by a man named Fitzgerald, and that's Tom Hardy's character. And after that, Hugh doesn't die. He has to survive out in the wilderness, and this is the late 1800s, so it's very, very primitive. And this is just such a beautiful, amazing, moving film. Leonardo deserves the Best Actor Oscar. I'm not even joking. For what he put himself through, how he suffered for his art, to make this film as amazing as it could be, he deserves the Oscar, I'm just saying. And that's not to discount Tom Hardy, Domhnall Gleeson, or Will Poulter, because they're all phenomenal in their roles as well. They suffer too. Just not as much as Leo, but they did suffer, and it's just commendable just to see them so dedicated to these roles that they actually did this to themselves. I mean, Leo actually ate raw bison liver. He actually slept inside an animal carcass. He lost weight for the role. And all these other men suffered for the roles as well. I mean, it's commendable. Also, this is a very, very visually striking film. It's just beautiful. I was watching this film and totally blown away by how just gorgeous the landscapes were. And this was actually filmed in Canada. And it's stunning. It's gorgeous. And the sound effects, oh my gosh. This film utilizes the surround sound perfectly. I mean, I was watching this and I kept hearing like screams and stuff from behind me. It's actually part of the film. It's not someone in the theater being a sissy and screaming. It's actually part of the film, and it's just so immersive, and I love that about it. I do have to say though that the way the movie was filmed actually made me queasy when I first started watching the film. I'm very sensitive to motion. I can't watch IMAX movies or anything like that. So the way that Alejandro G. Inarritu filmed this movie, it made me queasy. He puts the camera right up in the characters' faces, so you feel like you're right beside them, and that adds to the immersion, but it also kind of screws with your fluids up here in your brain, and it makes you a little vertiginous. Just let me say that. Because for the first 30 minutes of the film, I was queasy. I was just like, I can't handle this, how this is filmed. But I did get used to it. There was one scene where he is floating down a river and there are rapids and the camera is going wee 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 wee, you know, like following the rapids, and I was just like, honey boo boo, get out of that river, you're making me sick, and you're not gonna get out of the river now because I just called you honey boo boo, but get out of the river, you're making me sick. And he finally did get out of the river, but I was just like, oh my gosh, let this hell end. It was just, that's just a little nitpick of mine, okay? I'm just saying, if you're sensitive like me to motion, just go in knowing you might be affected a little bit, because I wasn't warned about that, so I was just like, oh my gosh, this is torture. But, I mean, that's just a little nitpick. It was worth it for how beautiful this film was. It is very emotionally taxing. It is very uncomfortable. but it's an important film to watch. This is a masterpiece. It's a work of art. This is not just popcorn entertainment. This is a work of art, and it demands to be seen in the theater if you can handle it. It's amazing. And just how immersed you are in the film, it's incredible. Because I seriously felt like I was freezing myself when he was out in the Arctic, basically. I was just getting colder and colder and colder as the film moved along, and I know it wasn't the air conditioning in the theater, okay? It was the immersion factor of the film. And you feel like you're there feeling their pain, you're there feeling the effects of the weather. It feels like you're basically there just soaking everything in, and I love that about the film. So as you can see, I'm pretty crazy about this film. I do recommend watching it if you can handle it. If you're squeamish, if you're sensitive to motion, maybe hold off on watching it, but other than that, I highly recommend going. It is 3 hours, almost 3 hours, and it does feel longer than that. It is a very slow burning film, and it does seem like it's never going to end, but it's worth sitting through it and watching it because it's just that amazing. So if you've seen The Revenant, let me know down below what you thought about it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Let me know. I really want to know. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, because I do a lot of different videos and I like to have fun and make new friends, so subscribe. It means the world to me. It really does. Favorites, friends, family, share me as long as you do it nicely. And remember, I love each and every one of you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for your love and support and friendship and kindness and all that good mushy stuff. Peace and kisses. Bye.